Hi there, I'm Mike Gales for Everlast Nutrition, and in this video we're going to take a look at how to use weightlifting straps for beginners. Now, it's happened quite a few times that I've seen guys in the gym that have never used straps before and end up using them incorrectly. So let's go over what you need to know. First off, what are weightlifting straps? Well, they're strips of material that could be nylon, canvas, cotton, or even leather, and they have a loop that is sewn into one end. And for this particular video, I'm going to be using these cotton straps from Everlast that you could pick up at your local superstore for under 10 bucks. So the purpose of using straps is to use the friction forces that are created by the strap to help you improve your grip for certain exercises. Don't worry, you're going to see exactly how they work in just a moment. So to start off, get your straps ready. Now, before you can use the straps, you're going to need to properly configure them by passing one end of your strap through the loop at the opposing end, like so. Now, you're going to want to make sure that there's not any twists or kinks in your strap, because those will dig into your wrist and make you feel uncomfortable later on. So you need to make sure that the tail passes through the loop nice and smooth. Now, what most beginners don't know is that each hand must be configured differently, or else you're not going to maximize the grip of your straps. So pass your right wrist through the loop that you created, and then pull the tail end of the strap to tighten it. Now, if it's configured correctly for your right hand, the tail end of the strap should go between your index finger and your thumb, like so. If it doesn't, you're going to need to unravel the strap and start from scratch. But next time, pass the tail end through the loop from the opposite direction that you did the first time. Alright, so now let's do your other hand. Once again, pass the tail end through the loop at the opposing end, and then place your wrist in the strap. Just like you did for your right hand, you're going to do the same thing for your left hand, and make sure that the tail end of the strap naturally flows between your thumb and your index finger. And if it doesn't, then simply undo the strap, start from scratch, and this time pass the tail through the loop via the opposite direction. So now that you have the straps properly configured for each one of your hands, let's get to some action and learn how to use them on the barbell. To start out, approach the bar and place your hands at the appropriate distance on the bar. This is what you need to know. The tail of the strap must always first go away from your wrist and then around the bar. So here my hand is in a prone position, so the strap is going towards underneath the bar. And now I'll proceed to wrap up the rest of the tail around the bar. All you need to do now is loosen your grip, reach a little forward, then tighten your grip, rotate your wrist back towards you, and keep winding up that strap a little tighter around the bar. And then rinse and repeat this till that strap is nice and secure. So now that I'm done, you're going to notice here that as I lift my hand, that the strap is tightly wound around the bar, which keeps that bar nice and secure against my wrist. And now with that dual action of the strap being tightly tied to my wrist and my own natural grip strength, that bar is not going anywhere. So once you have that hand secure, let's move on and do the other hand. This is going to be a little trickier because you no longer have a free hand to help you out. But don't worry, you'll get it. Just remember that the tail of the strap must exit your wrist and go around the bar first. So that's underneath the bar in this scenario. Then keep cinching up and tightening that strap until it's nice and snug. Then you will hold all of the wound up fabric of the strap in place using your natural grip. And then boom, you're ready to lift. Now the friction forces of the straps, along with my natural grip strength squeezing them, will ensure that this bar is going nowhere until I'm finished my lift and I open up my grip and pull my wrists away from the bar. I just want to take a quick look at a switch grip, often called an alternating grip, that many people will use to perform the deadlift. So start out just like you did before, with one hand in a prone position where you begin to wind the strap from underneath the bar. Now for an alternating grip, the other hand is going to be in a supinated position with the palm facing upward. And so here you're going to first want to use the strap by going over top of the bar. Then cinch up both straps until they're snug, and you're ready to lift. You can also use straps on dumbbells, and this is how you're going to do it. Remember that you want the strap to exit your wrist so that it directly goes around the dumbbell first. So here I put the strap over top, and then I continue to wrap it around. And then once again I cinch up all the fabric until the strap is nice and tight. And then I use my natural grip to hold everything in place. Now you can rinse and repeat this for the other hand if need be. And then you're ready to lift. And once again, the friction forces from the straps and your natural grip strength will keep that dumbbell nice and snug within your grasp. Now, believe it or not, there's actually some controversy about using straps amongst hardcore lifters. I've had some guys come up to me and tell me they believe I was never going to improve my natural grip strength because I was using straps to help me lift. Well, perhaps they're right to a certain degree, so I developed my own under and over rule. And it was a simple rule that works sort of like this. I would only use straps for exercises where my grip was the weakest link. And I would go as heavy as I possibly could without the straps. So that way I would work my natural grip to its fullest. And then I would always do an extra set or two using straps and go even heavier. And that always gave me great results because now my back, leg, and biceps were pushing a heavier load than my normal grip would allow. So that gave me the best of both worlds. To illustrate how I made this work, I'm going to give you a few examples. Anytime that I was doing under 3 plates for some bent over rows, I wouldn't use the straps. But anytime I would do 3 plates and over to do a set of rows with a little cheat, then I would definitely use them. Or anytime I would do a deadlift that was 4 plates and under, I wouldn't use the straps. And anytime I would do a deadlift that was 4 plates and over, I would use them. And finally, to give you an example of using them for dumbbells, anytime that I would do bicep curls with 100 pounds and under, I would use strict form and no straps. But then I would finish off by using straps to do a heavy set of cheat curls using 120 pound dumbbells. Using straps always gave me great results because I was able to go past my weakest link, which was my grip, and overload my muscles with some heavier weight to shock them into growing. So to sum up really quickly, straps could be of great use for any exercise that exhausts your grip, like lat pull downs, bicep curls, any type of rowing, and especially shrugs and deadlifts. I would just advise that you create your own under and over rule so that you still naturally work your grip, but you can still also make use of the straps to get a little extra push. Just remember to always be cautious not to go so heavy that you cause yourself an injury. This has been Mike Gales for Everlast Nutrition, and if you like these videos, then please click below to like and subscribe, as we're constantly posting of great tips and new ideas that are going to get you into the greatest shape possible.